In 1 week's time, I'm being tier tested for Minecraft PvP, where they can rate me a tier 1 to tier 5. But why am I doing this? Well, for the past 3 months, all I've done playing Minecraft is killing pigs in Skyblock. I've killed 13 million of them, and playing in its expanding single player world. So I'm a little bit rusty, but hopefully after these 7 days, I'll be good. So I quickly developed a training schedule, which consisted of 15 minutes of W tapping on a mob, and then 15 minutes of just strafing around a mob in single player. And then to top it all off, 30 minutes of practice on each different game mode, and if I'm up to it, I can do a bit more. But to see how rusty I am on day 1, I headed into some games, where I got absolutely destroyed. So I headed into a single player world and started punching a zombie for about 15 minutes. Then I headed back onto the server so I could start fighting actual players. And I took a quick glance at the spreadsheet which showed what tier everyone was, and I realized that I was being clapped up by some of the highest tiers. But you're probably thinking,
but if he's tier 3, doesn't that mean he's one of the middle tiers?
Well, if we go back over to the spreadsheet, we can see that in every single game mode, there is no tier 1s and there's very little tier 2s, which means that this player is actually in the top 5 in the entirety of Oceania. Sure, I beat him a few times, but since he beats me 9 times out of 10, that means that I'm nowhere near the top 5. So I made it my goal for this 1 week to get a tier 3 in one of the 3 game modes. And after finishing all of my training on day 1, it was on day 2 that I discovered that I would be doing my first tier test for UHC. So I did my usual training, plus I practiced using a bow and arrow on some bats, because they are really tiny, and if I can hit them consistently, then I'll become a god with a bow. And I started to see my practice paying off in some games, even so that I actually managed to beat a hacker. So I went into my tier test extremely confident. It's okay, I could easily come back from this. Oh, it's just 1 round. Oh yes, dude, I'm making a comeback here. I was wrong. Ah well, let's see what tier I got. Tier 5, that's literally the worst. And back to training. Except now I don't have to worry about UHC anymore, so I can purely focus on axe and sword. And it was on day 3 where I hit the nastiest combo of my life, and it was safe to say that I was definitely improving. And I had some crazy half-heart clutch moments. And I was ready for my sword tier test, except there was just one problem. You know that guy Skelm that I was fighting at the start of the video? Well, he's the sword tier tester, and as I found out, he has the worst sleep schedule. I would DM him at 9 PM. Yo dude, what's up? Are you ready for the tier test? And he'd get back to me at 3 o'clock in the morning. And it was on day 6 when he was finally free to tier test me. So I started the tier test. And at that exact time, my Wi-Fi decided to have a mental breakdown. And I started getting kind of tilted when he was beating me. No. No! Oh man. Oh bro, I'm gonna get 5-0 here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm getting so annoyed. I need to win one! No! And I got high tier 5. Okay, that's not too bad considering that I lost every single round. After seeing how badly I did in the first 2 tier tests, I decided to bring my goal of tier 3 down to a tier 4 for my axe tier test, because it seemed like a goal that I could actually hit. So with 1 day left to train, I started practicing axe PvP, and I was really learning how to make a comeback, and add a little bit of style to it too. And then I was ready to take the tier test, except this time I decided to do it in a VC with him to go for the psychological attack. Well, kinda. My reasoning was that if I was in a VC with him and I lost every single round again, he would feel bad and give me a tier that would be higher than what he normally would have given me. Wait, what tier are you?
Low tier 3.
Oh man, I'm gonna get clapped off. No. No.
Yeah, I think I know your tier, but you gotta play another 14 rounds. I mean, you can like play better, so you might like improve it. I mean, you're not playing too badly. You know, maybe you can practice vocals, then you get those nice backstab bow.
No. At this point, I just remember having a flashback to about a year ago, where I claimed,
So I would consider myself to be pretty good at PvP.
listen to him, I'm not gonna let him down by getting 16-0'd.
How long have you been playing Minecraft for?
I'm thinking, you're stressing me out, bro. I got it for 2021,
How long have you been playing like Prestige?
a week. And there it was. I was in his head. Long story short, I lost every single round. I'm not mad at all, but I got...
Low tier 4.
Let's go! So I hit my goal. And if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe because I'm creeping off on 1,000 subscribers. Are you serious?